Brushstrokes of Love, a journey to embrace. The basketball's tournament semifinals have begun. I can feel the energy coursing through my entire body as I focus completely on the game. The basketball court is filled with spectators. The crowd was cheering for us, and I can hear my name throughout the crowd. And as I turn to the side, a young, gorgeous man with black disheveled hair caught my attention. My breath freezes in my throat as he holds up a beautiful painting. That's the most beautiful canvas I saw here at the university. It has a palpable charm that draws me in right away. I continue playing, but my eyes occasionally steal glances in his direction. The crowd roars and everyone is absorbed in the intense match. "Go, Gio, Gio, go, go," they yelled. Red Stallion, as they cheered. Unexpectedly, the ball is passed recklessly, rushing at him. I race for the ball without hesitation, boosted by my eagerness to impress him and show my abilities. I stretch my hand, focusing on taking a grasp of the ball. However, Destiny has a different plan for us. In an odd turn of events, I crash with him, and we both fall to the ground. I'm lost for a moment. My heart beats faster from the impact. The audience gasping in surprise, and all the eyes are on us as we become entangled. At that moment, our eyes met, and I'm immediately captivated by his eyes. He has a deep hazel eye that draws me in deeply. "I'm so sorry, are you alright?" I asked in my most worried voice, helping him stand up. "Yeah, I'm fine. No harm done," he answered without looking at me. "Here," I said, and handed him the painting. "What a beautiful artwork. Did he do it?" I wanted to ask him a lot of questions, but I knew it's not the right time. "Thank you," he said. But our interaction ends just as suddenly as it began. He took his painting and ran away, leaving me there, still drowned by his captivating gaze. I shrugged it off and put myself back to reality, trying to regain the momentum that I lost, but I still can't stop thinking about him. As the final buzzer sounds, I gather all my strength and focus on my last shot, and my shot made it. We won the game. The crowd roars louder than before. "That was a great point, Gio. I never thought you could still do it," Henry said, tapping my shoulder. "Come on, Henry, it's my best shot," I answered with a little chuckle. "Since we won, why don't we celebrate it later, huh?" "It's on me this time," he said, grinning, making our team turn their heads on us. "Yeah, let's go," my team added while waiting for my confirmation, and I don't think I can decline their invitations. "Let's go then," I answered, and they shouted. Coach A approached us. "Gio, that's good, and I expected that we show us the same skill in the championship match, huh?" Coach A said. "No worries, Coach A. I assure you that," I answered. "Good to hear that." "I'll go ahead, Coach," I said, bumping my fist into Henry and my team. As I walked along the corridor of our university, I couldn't stop thinking about it earlier. I didn't know what has gotten into me, but after I saw that painting in Alex, something changed within me. It's like I was drawn to his eyes. No, this shouldn't be. I know I'm straight. I'm thinking about him. It's because of the painting. Yes, it's just because of the painting. That's all and nothing else. I headed out, deciding I'd just go home for a nap since I was thinking so much about what happened and got drained from playing basketball. I came home after a while of driving. I walked upstairs to my room and threw myself on the bed. It's been a few weeks since I didn't see him. I always tried to sneak into an art room, but unfortunately, only his paintings were left in the art room. I've been looking for him for weeks, but his classmates don't know where he is. I know I'm straight, but the fact that I can't see him makes me upset. As I strolled through the small alley, I spotted him clutching his artwork. My heart beat faster, and I didn't know why, but a smile formed on my face. Unexpectedly, I stepped closer to him, but I saw not only him, but also Ryan and his group. Their team, Black Phoenix, will be our rival in the championship. I clenched my fist as I saw them making fun of him, and it got even worse. Ryan took his painting and stomped on it, while the others pushed him, making him stumble on the ground. I can't take it anymore. I attacked and punched him right in his face to knock him down. What's wrong with you, Gio?" he said, wiping his blood-stained lips with his finger. "No, you! What's wrong with you?" I answered, and helped Alex to stand up. "What do you care, huh? Are you a saver now?" he responded. They came to me, and his team grabbed my hand, as Ryan held me by the collar. "You think you stand a chance against us?" he said angrily. "We'll see who comes on top in the championship, Ryan. Talk is cheap," I answered, firmly. He was taken aback at what I said. He punched me in the gut, making me stumble down on my knees. Then he punched me in the face. I wanted to fight, but there were too many of them. I tried my best to stand, and I succeeded it. "You just outnumbered me, but we all know that you don't have a chance against me." "Really?" he said, and attacked me. but thankfully, I was able to dodge his punch. As a result, I got a chance to fight, and I did. I elbowed him in the chest and punched him using my left hand. His bodies caught him before he touched the ground. I'm telling you, Ryan, if you won't stop what you're doing, I'll kick your ass off your team so you'll be disqualified, and you won't be able to play again, I said firmly. You'll regret this, Gio, he said and stormed off. With a heavy breath and scratches, I turned to him and smiled. I took his painting, dusting it off, even though it was shattered. Are you good? I said, and handed him his painting. I know it's broken, but I don't want him to feel worse. I'm good. I'm sorry you got into a fight because of me, he said, looking down. No, it's fine. Why are they harassing you? He looked at me, then looked away. I guess I made him uncomfortable with my question. I'm sorry, my bad, I said and scratched my head. It's okay. The reason is, he wants to sell all my artworks. He said he doesn't want to see me here at the university until I give him 50 canvases, and if I don't, he'll hurt me, he answered. Damn, I didn't know that was the reason why he was not in the university these past few weeks. Why don't you report this to the faculty, I said. I did, but Brian said that if I reported it, he would make sure that I would not be able to enter the university again. What? That jerk. Don't worry, I'll make sure he can't get close to you anymore, I said, and he smiled. I never knew that he has a beautiful smile. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I'm Alexander Hill, he said, extending his hand. I know you, Gio. Everyone knows you. I extended my hand to meet his. Yeah, I forgot, I said with a little laugh. Let's go to the clinic. You're bleeding, he said, grabbing my hand. No, I'm fine. It's just a small scratch, I said with a little chuckle. Are you sure? Yeah, I answered. Here. Wait, I have a handkerchief. Don't move, he said, and came to me to remove all the dirt and blood. My world stopped when I felt his warm breath. I don't know what I feel, but all I know is that I'm happy to see him. Thank you. Shoot, why am I stuttering? You know, you saved me back there. Let me treat you to lunch next weekend. As a way of saying thanks, he said, making me smile. Deal, I answered right away. I'll go ahead. Mrs. Clark is waiting for me, he said, but there was a part of me that wasn't happy seeing him walking away. I'll take you there. Shit, why did I say that? Are you still worried that Ryan might mess with me? Yeah, I said. We strolled along a while, chatting about the painting he is now working on. I didn't know why, but I'm glad to talk to him. It makes me feel good about myself. Perhaps because we both like the arts. After a few minutes, we arrived at the art room, but a girl was standing near the door. Gio, this is my best friend Eleanor, he said. The girl seems nice, but I don't know. There's something off with her. Hi, I said, and I waved my hand out. Eleanor left without saying a word. Don't worry about her. She's shy, Alex said, with a little laugh. It's fine, I answered, and shrugged it off. Thank you, Gio. Just call me if he's bothering you again, I said. Yeah, by the way, you told me that you like arts too, right? Why don't you come here sometimes so that I can teach you, he asked. That's a good idea. I'll come here sometimes, I answered right away, since I like art too. I'll go now. Bye, I said, and waved goodbye. We just finished our practice today, so I refreshed myself so I wouldn't smell like sweat. I'm very excited now because I'm going to the art room, but I'm not sure if it's because of the arts or because of Alex. I haven't seen these past few days due to my practice, and I can't stop thinking about him while practicing. So I'm confused, but whatever. You free? Let's grab some beer, Henry said. Nah, sorry bro, I'm not free at the moment. Are you fine? You're a bit off lately, Henry said. I can see he's worried about me. I'm good, Henry. Even better than before. Don't worry, I said, tapping his shoulder. Good to hear that. Bye, I'll go ahead now, I said, and left the basketball gym. Alex and I always had this scenario where he goes to the art room after class, and I go to the art room after basketball practice or class. I'm not sure why, but I seem to be falling in love with him. I always feel comfortable whenever he's around, and there's no dull times when we're together. At first, he showed me the artwork that he made and the basic of painting. I enjoyed it, especially because I can talk with him, and now we're going to start painting. I turned and grabbed the doorknob. As I turned the doorknob, my heart beat faster. It's great that you came. I've prepared everything we'll need, he said as I entered the room. That's good, I smiled. He led me to the corner where the art supplies were. Don't worry, we have a fund for everyone who wants to learn arts, he said. That's why, I said. He sat beside me and took some pencils. Okay, so let's get started. he said excitedly, making me chuckle. Okay, here, the first thing that you'll need to do is to draw what you want to do, using this pencil. It's called sketching, he said, giving me the pencil that is different from the one that I used. I want to draw the ring and ball, but I don't have any idea, I said timidly. But he just laughs. What's wrong? I asked him curiously. Nothing, I just expected that. So I prepared these examples here so you can get some ideas, he answered with a big smile. Wow, am I that predictable? He shows me some examples, and I felt really good the way he treats me. Okay now, Gio, take your brush and softly stroke the canvas with it. Allow your emotions to take over you, he said with a bright smile. I followed Alex's instructions, and my strokes shaky at first, but became steadier with every stroke. A wonderful feeling of achievement overflows within me as the image of a basketball court begins to take form. Alex, wow, I had no idea I could make anything like this, I said excitedly. Gio, you have a natural gift, he said. So Alex, what inspired you to become an artist? I asked out of curiosity. My passion has always been in art, and enables me to express thoughts and stories, using colors and brushstrokes. So how about you? He said, coloring his canvas seriously. Basketball is how I express myself, and I test what I'm capable of. The court is my canvas, and every game is an opportunity to create something remarkable. I enjoy art as well, but I don't have the opportunity to learn it, I said. Continue coloring my canvas, but I was halted when Alex held my hand. I know it's too soon, but I'm already falling in love with you. Gio, can you catch me like what I did to you? He said, staring me eye to eye. My world stopped when he said those words. I didn't know that he felt the same way about me. If you only know how happy I am whenever I'm with you, and I've never felt this comfortable, Alex, I confessed. I don't know why, but my heart is beating faster as I can stop looking at his lips. It was like I wanted to kiss him. Time slowed down when he leaned in on me, holding my cheek, at the same time as my heart beat. His hand lowered down to my jaw, making me closer to him, without breaking eye contact. At last, our lips met, and we kissed passionately. I wake up with a rush of excitement flowing through my veins. Sunday has arrived, the day I've waited the most. As I prepare for the day ahead, I can barely control my happiness. He texted me that we will meet at the Japanese restaurant. I wanted to pick him up, but he said that we'll meet in there. After a while, I arrived on time. I smile as I enter the lively Japanese restaurant with my lips twitching. As I glance around, my gaze is drawn to Alex, who is sitting near the window. We meet eye to eye, and I couldn't stop from smiling as I saw him with a bright smile. I'm sorry I'm late, I said as I walked towards him. No, you're not. Just early, he said. What are we going to do today? Anything we want. You can enjoy this day together, he answered, fixing his eye on me, making me shy. Anything, huh? I said with a mischievous smile. Yes, anything, flirty, he responded, still fixing his eyes on me, thinking that I'll give up. Then why don't we go out first and enjoy ourselves, I said, grinning. Why don't we do that after we eat, huh? He said, running his finger through my hands, slowly making me shiver. Yeah, let's do that. But let's order first, okay? I muttered under my breath. But he just laughed out loud. As we looked through the menu, Alex ordered a small serving of chicken katsu curry and sushi, while I ordered sashimi and grouse ramen, recommended by him. Have you been here before? I asked. I was curious since he knows the foods in here that I probably like. Yeah, several times. But you're the first person I brought here, he answered, making my heart skip a beat. Shoot, I'm falling for this person. By the way, I brought you a present. Here, he said as he handed me a small gift. What is this? I furrowed my brows. Just open it, he said with a big smile. I opened it, and I felt glad as I saw the gift. It was a small ball with my face on it and a paintbrush. Do you like it? He said, his eyes were shining. Yes, thanks a lot, Alex, I said, and kept the gift. I'm glad you like it, he said with a proud smile. As I was about to speak, the waiter came with our food. Try this one, Gio, he said, giving me a piece of sushi. Thank you. Let's eat now, and later on I'll show you something, I said. His brows furrowed in curiosity, but I just smiled at him. We continue enjoying the food peacefully. After a satisfying lunch, I took him to the art supply store. This store is aesthetically attractive to everyone since we were able to see the artwork made by the owner. This is amazing. How did you know this? He said. As I said before, I like arts. So I always go here, not to buy supplies, but to see these amazing works, I said. Oh, I see. Check this out. I grabbed his hand and took him to the painting sections, where my favorite painting was located. It was a picture of two young men who have no face, but their hands were intertwined. It's like the two of us. Can you see it? I said. Yeah, it's so beautiful. I can see how happy he is. After a while, we go through the aisles, our eyes expanding as we can see wonderful variety of art supplies. We spend a little while looking around the store selecting colors, brush strokes, and sketchbooks that attract his interest, and that smile on his face is priceless. And I can't help but feel an overwhelming sense of satisfaction in having a chance to support his artistic passion. The next morning, I get a call from Dean, requesting me to the faculty room. Confusion enters my head as I make my way there, with Coach A at my side. As we're walking, I felt everyone's eyes fixed on us, or maybe on me. I don't know what's happening. What's all of this, Coach A? I asked as curiosity hits me. I also don't know, Gio. I hope it's not something with your game, he muttered under his breath. We arrive at the front door of the faculty, but something was stopping us from opening it. With a heavy heart, I opened the door finally. I stepped inside, but I was taken back when I saw Alex inside. He was not in a good mood either, and his bright smile was gone. Good morning, Gio. Please have a seat, Dean said straightly. Students say that he's a cold monster, and I guess that's true. What's happening? I asked. I have a bad feeling about this. Coach A tapped me behind, reassuring me. Maybe. We'll get straight to the point, Gio. The faculty member received an important concern about the two of you, and as the dean of this university, it's my duty to protect the university's reputation, Dean said as he places the photographs in front of me. It was a picture of us sharing an intimate moment, and some of it was taken during our dates. What are you trying to say? I asked, wrinkling up my brows, but my heart was pounding in nervousness and confusion. Gio, I know love has no boundaries, but we must keep the school's reputation in consideration. Issues could result from public shows of affection between students, especially that kind of thing, he said coldly. I clenched my fist as I felt the surge of frustration build up upon me. No. Thing? Is that what you think of our relationship? Thing? And what's with having a same-sex relationship, huh? I said, and stomped both my palms on the table as I controlled the rage within me. But Coach A held me back, trying to calm me down. Calm down, Mr. Carter. What I'm trying to say is that you need to choose. You can't play the championship if you continue this, he said, firmly, without breaking eye contact. I turned to Coach A, who was also surprised by this statement. What? No, you can't do that. I felt my ear burning hot and my veins are revealing now, showing how mad I am right now. I looked at Alex, but he was just looking down as if he already knew what the dean was saying. Yes, I can. I'm afraid you might be kicked off your team if you can't do it, he retorted. No, I won't let that happen, I said, and I stomped out of the room. I strode down the corridor rapidly, my hands clenched as I was frustrated. It was a good thing that there wasn't anyone in the hallway because it was school hours, and I couldn't stand how they looked at me, now that I knew why. Gio, as I was walking, I heard Alex's voice calling me. I turned to him and I could see how worried he was. What was that? He asked. I don't know if he's mad or what. What are you talking about? I replied. I know how basketball was precious to you, but why did you do that? He asked worriedly. But I can't lose you, Alex. I love you, I replied. I love you, Gio, but I can't let you give up on your passion for basketball, he said, as he holds my hand. No, don't say that. I'll fix this, I said, reassuring him. But he seems that he was too carried away. But Gio, you've been practicing hard for this championship, and I don't want you to lose what you've worked for. Lastly, the championship will be on tomorrow. You're running out of time, Gio. Everything will be fine, Alex. Don't worry, I said, and hugged him. I have to go now. Promise me that you'll wait for me, okay? I'll wait for you, Gio. I love you, he said, hugging me. I love you more, I said, giving him a peck kiss, and I headed back to the gym. I paced back and forth as I was planning what I should do to keep my relationship in my game. I have a strong suspicion that it was something to do with Ryan, since I know that he was the only one who had a grudge against us. But I don't know what to do. I need to call Henry. He's the only one I know that could help me. I took my phone out of my pocket and dialed Henry's number. Bro, we need to talk. I'll wait here in the gym, I said. I know, I'll be there, he replied and hung up the call. I'm aware that Henry possibly heard the news about us, but I know him. Whether it's true or not, he'll still help me. After a while, Henry came with a wrinkled brow. Is it true or not? He said seriously with a heavy breath and sweat flowing down his temple. Bro, where have you been? Are you alright? I asked as I saw him breathing heavily. Yeah, I'm fine. I was, in the middle of something, he said with a little chuckle. But I just gave him a look. Anyways, the rumors that you heard were true. Yes, Alex and I are dating, I said firmly. What? I thought you were going to deny it, he retorted. Fortunately, no. I won't deny it. So what do you want me to do, huh? He said as his lips were starting to raise little by little. I know he loves trouble. Look, Ryan and I had a fight, and I'm not making any conclusions yet, but I had a suspicion that this has something to do with Ryan. Can you check that out for me? I said. Consider it done, Gio. But what do I get, huh? He replied with a mischievous smile. I knew it. Well, I haven't used my D16RR motorbike for a while, and I'll let you have full access to that. Is that enough for you? I replied, hoping that he'll agree. Not bad. Deal. Thanks, bro. By the way, what are you going to do if you're found out that it has something to do with Ryan? I was about to answer him, but we were interrupted by Coach A. Can I talk to you, Carter? Coach A asked. I nodded as Henry bid his goodbye. Coach A walked towards the bench and we sat there. I know that the championship means a lot to you, Gio, but I just can't decide on my own, he said. Coach A, please, do something. I promise you that my performance will not be affected by my problems. Please, I begged. I know, Gio, but as coach, I have to consider our team and the school's reputation. I don't know why, but all of you are saying the same damn thing. I know that my performance will not be affected, Coach. Just give me a chance to prove myself, please, I said, torn eye. I want to show them that love has no boundaries, and everyone should have a chance to choose whom they want to love. All right, Gio. I will give you a chance, not because I want to oppose the faculty, but because as coach, I believe in what you can do. But remember, if anything goes wrong, the consequences will be severe. The school will insist that you didn't do it because you were distracted, Coach A said. A wave of relief washes over me as he said it. Thank you, Coach. I promise you won't regret it, I said excitedly. But you can't go now. Go practice here without your team since you've been distracted these past few weeks, Coach A said, crossing his arms. But Coach, I hadn't finished my sentences yet, but the coach stopped me. No buts, Gio. Take this seriously. Tomorrow will be your team's fight, so I want you to be focused on this championship. Yes, Coach, I said. I had no choice but to stay here and practice. I wanted to see Alex, but I can't, so I just messaged him that he shouldn't worry about anything, and reminded him that I love him so much. Just like what the coach wanted. I stayed there in the gym, practicing with all my might, showered with my sweats, hoping that I could win tomorrow's game. Not only for my passion, but also continue our relationship. Today is the championship, and everyone is delighted, students wearing red shirts and waving banners and balloons, while others are holding onto black and wearing black clothes. But I'm still here in the locker room, pacing back and forth, waiting for Henry to arrive. After a few minutes, Henry busts into the locker room, catching his breath. Dude, I figured it out. It's all Ryan's fault. He planned all of this, he said, still catching his breath. I knew it. He won't get away with this, I said, clenching my jaw, and felt the surge of overwhelming rage building upon me, and I stormed off. Gio, where are you going? Henry said. I'll make him regret it, I retorted. I angrily walked towards the Black Phoenix team locker room. We got in the Black Phoenix locker room in less than 10 minutes, since it wasn't far, took a deep breath to control my anger, and I opened the door. I found Ryan laughing with the rest of the group. All of them were taken aback by our presence, but Ryan simply grinned as if he was expecting it. Made me lose my control. He was about to speak, but I punched him right in his face, and everyone gasped. Shit, aren't you too late for this? Ryan said. No, 'cause you know what? You're weak. If you're strong enough, then why don't we settle this in basketball, huh? I said. Well, Henry was on me, trying to hold me back. As I said before, you don't stand a chance on us, Gio, he retorted. As I said before, talk is cheap, Ryan, I replied, but Henry keeps on dragging me. Let's go now. Let's not waste our time here, Henry said, and I nodded. Oh, before I forget, make the most of your time staying at the school, since this will be your last day as a Campbell student, I said, leaving him in confusion. What did you just say to him? Henry asked as we were heading back to our locker room. Last night, I stayed here to practice, and when everyone was gone, I planned to go to the art room, where the picture of us was taken. I tried to sneak inside the room, but before I got there, Eleanor was already there. As I confronted her, she said Ryan is going to stop her from making a painting in return for our photograph, and for that, I asked her to gather all the victims and get their statements for bullying and harassment. I explained, showing him the USB in my hand. So why didn't you tell me? Henry asked. So that I could punch him now, I replied, laughing out loud. We arrived at the basketball court where the spectators were cheering loudly. I roamed my eyes through the crowd for Alex, but he was not there. My heart sank, but I can't stop now. I'm doing this for us. I'll just finish and I'll take the rest later. The buzzer sounds indicating that the game will start, and the atmosphere became intense. Ryan's team, the Black Phoenix, has an excellent defense and is always on guard for me. I struggled back with firm drive, effortlessly moving through their defenses. I endure hit after hit, but I refuse to give up. Despite the severe tension, our team remains focused and collaborates flawlessly. The game showed Red Stallion's skills, agility, and pure determination. Ryan tried to get through our team, but unfortunately, I successfully snatched the ball from him and was able to shoot for 3 points. The crowd roars for that, and I could hear my name through the crowd, just like in the semifinals. I looked at the crowd and I saw Alex. He was smiling brightly. I missed those smiles. Afterward, I could see how my team was injured by Black Phoenix's team, and our score is the same as their score, but I won't let that happen. Ryan has the ball now, and we've only got 30 seconds. Henry tried to get the ball from, but Ryan elbowed him, making him stumble. Luckily, I was fast enough to get the ball from him. As the sweat flowed in me, I throw the ball. Every second was like the beat of my heart, pounding and nervously watching the ball shoot in the ring, and successfully the ball made it. The buzzer sounds as well as the crowd's cheer filled the gym. The crowd cheers louder, and they applaud energetically. I walk towards Henry, and gladly he's all good now. I searched for Alex through the crowds, but I couldn't find him. No. I felt nervous as I couldn't see him, but there's only way to find out what I think. I walked to the commentator and I took one of the microphones. "Hello," I said, making everyone turn their heads at me, waiting for me to talk again. I took a deep breath. "I know you've heard the news spreading about me, and all I could say is that it's all true. I just wanted to say that love has no boundaries. Let's respect and give others a chance to love the person that they want, whether it's the same gender or not. Love is still love. Let's not be ashamed of the relationship that others have. Alex, I know you hear me. I love you so much. I will do everything for you," I said, my heart pounding as I catch my breath while searching for Alex in the crowd. I saw Alex in the corner of the gym. He was stunned, but when our eyes met, he smiled, the brightest smile that I could see from him. An overwhelming of happiness and excitement flows into me as I walk towards him, pulling him into a passionate kiss in front of everyone. The crowd explodes and roars, and rejoices echoed in my ears. It seems like the entire world is embracing our love and our team's victory. "Told you everything will be fine," I said as I pulled away, but my hands were still in his face. "I know, I believe in you," he replied. But everyone falls into silence as the dean enters the crowd. Everyone was waiting for the dean's action, and I could see Alex's face darken. I couldn't help but clench my fist as I was waiting for his words. The dean's voice cuts through the tension, talking firmly as he gazes in Ryan's direction. "Ryan, to my office now," he said, leaving all of us behind. The crowd bursts once again as Ryan follows the dean's command, booing Ryan through their banners to him, but before he passed through me, I grabbed him. "Enjoy your last day, jerk," I said, smiling with a victory on my face. At the end, the university expelled Ryan. Eleanor apologized to Alex, and they became friends again. And the university tried to adapt about the LGBTQ+ community and supported other students who also opened up. And after all, it's true. Love is art. It comes from different forms, and I never thought that I would find my love here, in a world full of brushstrokes that draw my canvas. The end. Do you believe that love should always triumph over social expectations and norms? Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing to become part of our Rainbow Force, and stay wholesome.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing to become a part of our Rainbow Force, and stay wholesome.